I had built up all these fears, it was a hard part of my life because I had prayed and I felt one way. All my friends had moved away. I wasn't doing anything social with any friends. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a great day, great night. I'm really excited for this video. So about a year and a half ago, I did a video that was part one of my life, and I talked about some different things that led up to be the person I am today, and I never did part two. So today I thought I'd do part two and start off from there, and I kind of explain kind of how things happen. I love to be able to share parts of my life. Hopefully this will help you guys out, because I feel like the experiences in my life can help other people too by sharing them. So before we get this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know below if you want more videos like this or what other videos you would like to be seeing. So my last video, I ended it right where I moved back to my parents. So it was pretty good when I first moved back to my parents. We got along really well. They were really good at letting me set my own rules. So they let me set my own rules, and everything went really smooth. Except I kind of got into a situation that I could have avoided. I was working 2 jobs before that, 2 part-time jobs. I just started doing just 1 part-time job. And then I do home, and I go home and do crafts, and then have some days off and do things, which was great. But I started to realize all my friends had moved away. I wasn't doing anything social with any friends, and so I'd come home, I would just do my little thing, and it was family, and that was all great. And then I go to church, and I was over in the nursery, which was just like all the little kids. And I got to the point where I wasn't really hanging out with anyone. My friends were all kind of a little farther away and were busy, and so I wasn't doing as much with them. And so that was all happening. I ended up, in our church, we have our normal church service, which is with all the families. We have what we call sacrament meeting, which is like the main meeting where there's talks, and that's where the teaching's done. And then we have Sunday school. But then we also have what we call singles ward, which is people 18 to about 30. We all meet together, and then it's like a good way to meet people your age and to date and everything. And so I finally switched over to there, and that's where I ended up meeting my friend Ashley, who's been in a lot of my videos. And we became really close and started doing things together. So things went really good for about the next year. I was able to grow a lot. Really, things went really great. And it reached this point. I had this friend who I was really close with, and I thought everything was going to work out, and things would kind of work out, and things would happen. But just some different things that I had felt in the past, and as things happened, they didn't end up working out the way I thought that they were going to. So from that point, it was a hard part of my life because I had prayed and I felt one way, and suddenly everything was not turning out this way, and I felt like if what I had felt at this point, I felt this was right in my life, and if it wasn't right, then what I'd always felt these promptings from God, were any of them right? And I was really struggling, and I was doing a lot of like talking to God and just trying my hardest to receive answers. And it was one day I was reading an article from Al Fox Caraway, the tattooed Mormon. She has several different names. I love her, go search her up. And she had this article about how she had, she'd been engaged. The guy broke it off because he said that he usually married skinny brunettes and he could do better than her. And she had a really hard time because she felt like if that was wrong, then everything ever felt wrong, because she had felt that prompted and that she should do this. So she's having a really hard time deciding this, and as she'd prayed and done everything, she'd realized she needed to be right in the moment because she needed to learn things. And that just because it was wrong now doesn't mean that everything else was wrong. And so she's able to grow from that. And I realized that was for me, as I needed to feel this situation was going to be right, for me to be able to learn and focus on myself and to grow, because I really needed to at that point to just to focus on myself and to focus on God and really grow a lot spiritually and mentally, and it was really good. So that able to like really help me to grow, but I did still have a lot of fears built up from that I didn't realize, and from other situations that kept happening. So all these fears built up over time. And it was several months later, and I realized I had built up all these fears, and it was holding me back from all these different life experiences that had held me back to opening up, to wanting to date more, to open myself up to just having fun. So I was working this time, I was still working part-time at this one job, and there was a little break and I started working another job full-time, and I had a lot of free time. It was a receptionist job, and I had a lot of free time to kind of do whatever I want. And I'm kind of sitting there and reading my scriptures and just talking to God, and I realized I had built up all these fears and it wasn't helping me. It actually been holding me back from having fun, from enjoying life and doing incredible things. And I realized that I needed to change that. So at that very moment I said, God, I'm going to trust in you. I'm going to get rid of all my fears. My fear of snakes, my fear of height, my fear of dating, and all these different things, and I was going to keep working on those and making them better. So I spent the next several months working on those and trying to come over things, and I was finally able to forgive this guy from different things. There was a lot of different things that happened, but able to become friends again and working everything out, and it was great. And I was able to just start going on all these different adventures and just having fun. Like, it wasn't a fast thing by any means, but it was a slow thing that I was able to start becoming a better person and become happier, and it ended up being one of the best 6 months of my life. It didn't stop after 6 months, but I was like, by the end of the year I was thinking, wow, this was like one of the craziest, hardest years, but also one of the best years I'd ever had. And it was just really amazing to see that. And I think that's really where my ambition for adventure comes from, and why I want to travel and see so many things, because there isn't a reason in life to be afraid. You can have so much fun and just let go of your fears. Yes, there needs to be a healthy amount of fears to hold you back from doing things stupid, but if you trust in God, you can have joy and happiness and have fun and enjoy life. And things just happen when you trust in God that you never expect, and people that you can help. Because then shortly after this, as I was facing all my fears, is when I moved back out from my parents. I started my YouTube channel, and things just got different from that. Like, they just grew, and I was happier and all these different things. And life's just so amazing. Things happened I didn't, just from losing those fears. So first part of my life that I explained was how I regained my smile, and the second part was letting go of my fears. And that's what I encourage you guys today, is let go of your fears and enjoy life and have fun. So at some point I will film. Hopefully it won't take as long to film the next part in my life that I want to explain to you guys, and that can maybe kind of guidelines and help you guys. But if you want me to talk about any other subjects, let me know. I'll do that below. But you just need to know that you're amazing, you are loved, and you are cared for. Even if you don't feel like you do sometimes, God does. God loves you, and He cares for you. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, comment below really what you guys want to see, and subscribe, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye, love you.